Good afternoon, I'm Thandi Chindove with 2NURFM Hunter News. Firefighting chemicals used by the Australian Defence Force have been found in groundwater surrounding Williamtown RAF base. Department of Defence testing has found chemicals used up until 2008 were present in samples from around Tilgerry Creek and Fullerton Cove. Residents have been warned to not drink bore water, to not eat fish caught in the area, and to not eat eggs from backyard chickens. Investigations are underway into the long-term impacts and solutions, but Fullerton Cove Residents Action Group President Lindsay Clout says the presence of the chemicals after 7 years is a worrying sign for the future.
They're saying that the practice stopped in 2008, so if the chemicals have been detected in 2015, there certainly is some need for concern.
New South Wales Roads Minister Duncan Gay is pushing for a speed limit of 120 kilometres along Newcastle's Pacific Highway. His comments follow reduced accidents in the Northern Territory during an 18-month trial period where motorists were allowed to choose their own speeds. NRMA President Kyle Loade says the trial is not enough to dispel the NRMA's fears for driver safety.
The Northern Territory is not New South Wales. New South Wales has the biggest population in Australia. New South Wales has many of the major highways sharing with trucks. They're completely different circumstances. NRMA would want to see a trial in other states, not just in the Northern Territory.
Greens MP Jamie Parker compared the quality of urban growth consultations in Newcastle and Sydney in a press conference at 11 this morning. This follows Planning Minister Rob Stokes instructing urban growth to reconsider building heights on the Newcastle city skyline after inner-city residents complained. Jamie Parker says if the heights are not reduced, the city's heritage may suffer.
What we'll see is more and more enormous development, not for the benefit of the community, but these buildings will simply change the whole character of that heritage precinct. The old David Jones building, the former council chambers, these are really important heritage precincts. We need to have the type of human scale redevelopment which respects heritage and doesn't monster it with enormous towers.
A traffic survey is currently underway across the Cessnock local government area as council starts planning for the future. The area has witnessed an almost 2% population growth in 2013 per annum, and with the trend ongoing, the data collected is expected to guide development and regional growth plans. Council's planning manager Stephen Long says the data collected will be used for planning beyond the locality.
The study covers the whole LGA in terms of developing a traffic model and strategies for the whole of the council area. So the intersections are just a component.
Sport for our sponsor, Warners Bay Sports Club, Fishing Expo, September 13.
The Newcastle Knights plan to continue last week's effort and intensity when they come up against the Penrith Panthers tomorrow night. After being narrowly beaten by the Bulldogs last week, the Red and Blue are hoping to end the season on a high by bringing home a win. Knights centre Dane Gagai says the boys want to make Captain Kurt Gidley's last game memorable.
We obviously want to get the win for Gidsy and Nudo and all those boys that are leaving. The way we do them proud is by committing to what Bedsy's trying to drive and just play our footy and not really focus on that too much.
Competition is rising within the Newcastle Jets squad as players battle out for starting positions in the season opener against Wellington Phoenix. Only 2 places are available in the midfield, with Cameron Watson, Mateo Poliak and Ben Kantarovski all competing for the spots. And in local rugby league, Leeds United are set to clash with the Macquarie Scorpions in a qualifying semi-final at Cahill Oval this Sunday afternoon. That's sport. I'm Jonathon Momsen.
2NURFM News Time is coming up to 12:10.